I'm going to show you how to use the grid mount with our font stamps. Okay, I want to show you all the fonts we have. Swoosh. This is letterpress. Farmhand. Typesetting. I believe this is retired, but I got a boatload of these, okay? Please purchase. Retro, one of my favorites. The reason is you can do some fun stuff inside of that. You can do some patterns, some decoupage, some paint inlay, some watercolor. So connector words. That's retired too. Again, a buttload of them. But I got a bunch, okay? This is what you need. You need a bottle of ink or several, and you can buy an empty bottle and mix some custom colors. Red and blue make purple and blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then you need an ink pad. Ocean's Deep is one of my favorite colors. Do not have to have this. This is optional, okay? Just to kind of, on the bigger stamps, you can kind of make, you don't have to buy a mount, but I would purchase a mount. They're not very expensive. And while supplies last, if you order one of my letter stamps, the font stamps, I'm gonna send you a partial piece of mount, okay? The reason is because I like to keep, I would get a big one and let me send you a partial one, because I like to cut them up and you can, because sometimes you're just like joy. So you just want to handle that size instead of this size. You see what I'm saying? Now they're making them with the curves on them. But if you have an older one, or you can just take one of your top layers off of your stamp that's a little bit thinner than these and draw you some with permanent marker. So you may just get sent partials. I don't know what size while supplies last, okay? Sad story. Okay, I live in Oklahoma. Don't leave your baby stamps in the car, okay, in the Oklahoma heat, because they will, do you remember Shrinky Dinks? Shrinky Dinks. So I had all my stamps because I was going between locations and forgot my babies in the car. And so I tried everything. I thought, but I've got a tip. I've ironed them, I heated them, I put books on them until, no, I just had to have a ceremony and a moment of silence to say bye-bye baby stamps and reorder some. It hurt my feelings real bad. But I seen a tip, I haven't tried it yet. If you guys have, let me know. See how these are kind of wonky? They're just kind of like, some of them were salvageable. I heard somebody took a construction glue. I mean, you don't want to eat through the stamps, but hey, at this point, what do you got to lose? Some construction glue on a little clear mount you can get at Dollar Tree, those thick things, or a piece of wood, and they literally glued it down to the piece so that it would be flat and still could be used. I wish I would have known that before I threw some of them away. But I have the farmhouse animals that are all like this, and they don't impress as good, but I still use them. I'm gonna do it, and I'll keep you posted, and let me know if you've tried any tips and tricks on your stamp. All right, one very important tip is if you are putting your stamp on there and it's dirty on the back of the stamp, or it's dirty on your mount, and you go to flip it over to put it on your project, they will fall off and make you cry. So make sure you clean them really good. I use alcohol. Alcohol's not gonna hurt your stamps. You can use a Lysol wipe or Clorox wipe, but I like the alcohol better because there's nothing else in there but alcohol, and it works really good. So that's what I did here to make sure when I flipped it over, it didn't fall off. Okay, stay tuned because I am going to show you how to mask so that your layering of the stamps doesn't look muddled and unclear and uncrisp. So always shake your ink before you load your stamp because the pigments will float to the bottom. And I am just stamping away with joy in the swoosh letters. It's so fun. Okay, I'm using this brayer to just help impress it good. You don't have to, you can rub your fingers over it. And I am just going to show you how to make a mask. Most of our stamps come with mask now, but if you have some of the older ones that don't have a mask or you lost your mask, just make another one. It's so easy. Now, when you get the ink on the part that is not the stamp, go ahead and wipe it off so it doesn't get on your project. Okay, so I do this a lot with hymnal pages, and I just like to rough tear it. Do this on decoupage paper, do this on gift wrapping tissue paper, and just make you a word that you can layer on to other projects. And I like to burn it because my friend taught me how to do that in the 80s, and it's so fun. So be careful though, because different paper would burn way faster and you might seriously have a problem. So please don't burn your house down over my stupid video, okay? Thank you. When you make your mask that's coming up in a second here, don't think you have to cut it perfectly to get a really cute look. You don't have to. And don't forget, you can get a roll of this craft wrapping paper at Dollar Tree, at Walmart, Amazon, and you can have so much fun making your wrapping. So here we've got a rough cut mask. I kind of wish after it was done that I would have cut a little bit of that white part inside the J and the Y out, but it still looks good. But I could have done something else different there too, just a watercolor or something in there. So just get creative. The purpose of masking is so it will look like things are coming out from behind or layered on top of each other with crisp lines, not being all messy. And here I am again, cleaning the back of those letters and cleaning the mount because I do not want them to fall off. I'm going to show you what to do when you need double letters. You use a similar size letter. See how I'm spelling fall, fun, wrong, just using it as a spacer, and then you won't have them spaced wrong. Just watch the process. It's super easy and you can do this. So I always just put my letters down on the project to kind of where I want it, and then I put the mount on there, and then I flip the whole thing over, and that's where you can really line it up as perfect as you want. And see how I arched them? It is such a game changer to have these grid line mounts. So as you will see, I do not ink my spacer letters, but if you forget to ink them, you can wipe it off before you turn it over to stamp it, or you can just put some paper under those letters so the ink doesn't go on it. There's things you can do. This isn't the full composition of this wrapping paper. I just wanted to show you a whole bunch of different ideas of how to do different things on this paper. Here comes some ways I have used the font stamps or the stamps on fabric. Just wanted you to see. So here I am just putting the letters that were needed to be duplicated back on the mount, but most of the time I don't put it back on the mount for one or two letters. I just go ahead and just freehand it. I just take it completely off the mount and do it that way, but you do whatever works for you. You might like it with the mount. I just did it like this time for you to see. So guys, paper is a really fun way to get comfortable with these stamps, because it's just going to be get tore up or whatever. So just get you some and go for it. I have a new video every week, so would love for you to like, subscribe, and ask me any questions you have. See you next week.